Guys, wanted to bring another video of today's game of the Niners and Cardinals review. Was a very tough game, and actually I'm starting to see more of a trend. Looks like uh, first half the Niners jumped in front, took control of the game, just like the Cowboys and against the Bears last week. So then second half, same thing. Their offense and defense kind of stalled. Nothing was going right really. Penalties, too many mistakes was going on, and Cardinals actually came back on their first two games. So going in as a fan, you knew something was going to give because having an 8-point lead was not going to cut it. So something had to give in this particular game. So if you knew was a trend was going to change or it was going to continue, and in this case, both teams continued a certain trend. For example, the Niners still one of the only teams can't score a touchdown in the fourth quarter. Actually, they haven't even scored in the second half since through 3 games now. Cardinals have come back in all 3 games to win the game. When they're trailing in the first half, they came back. So that's the other thing that we shouldn't be surprised. It looks like that could be a trend going through. If your team is playing against the Cardinals, you better hope um, you could hold them off or build a big lead. Then with the Niners, the thing I'm kind of concerned now, they can't score touchdowns right now in that second half. So you gotta hope, just like the first game, you gotta have that big lead and protect it with the defense because something is not right with this team. I don't know if they're tuning out Jim Harbaugh. That could be an issue right there. But hopefully they find a way to change it because next week they're playing the Eagles at home, I believe. And the thing with that, you saw how the Eagles are high octane offense. They came back against the Washington Redskins. Um, I know they're not a really good road team, but with that offense, they could turn things up. Um, two big defensive penalties, which I thought were very questionable. That first hit, that was the 15-yard where Stan was running. He was starting to slide, but not fully, and then was taking that hit. It's a bang bang play. I don't know if you can call it in that sense. I know you're supposed to protect the quarterback and all that, but that pretty much almost. Well, there was 3 penalties that I thought was a big deciding factor of the game. Second one was the same thing. I think a play or 2 plays after they hit the quarterback. I know it was already in that same motion. He's already let the, but if the tackler is already in the air going for the tackle, you can't call that. So that's 2 roughing the passer in that sense. That cost 30 yards right there. More than, I believe there was 6 penalties last time for 60 yards in just the second half. So that was ridiculous. That's as much as last week. Um, Other thing is that Anquan Bolden penalty cost might cost an issue. Might cause an issue there, and just that they might not be able to come back from that. Um, yeah, so hopefully in that fourth quarter, Anquan Bolden with that penalty where he actually hit and headbutted the Arizona Cardinals. In that sense, that's a big no-no. That took them from the 1st and 5 goal to all the way pretty much that there was so many penalties it took them 1st and 21. It pushed them back. So gotta cut down the penalties. Gotta be able to score touchdowns in the second half. Gotta execute. Right now, nothing is going right with this team in that sense. So hopefully they'll fix it. They're playing at home. Hopefully the crowd will show up and actually support this team. Thank you, and like, dislike, debate what you think, Niners fans, Cardinals. I think and like I said in the prediction early on the season, I didn't know if the Niners could cut it this season. Because now Seattle is actually second place with 2-1 with their win today. And then Arizona's leading the division right now, so for the NFC West. And the question is, can they keep that up? Um, Cardinals or the Rams could have won today's game against Dallas, so um, they're a pretty good defensive team. They just let it go too. Big comeback for them. So other than that, comment, dislike, share, subscribe, and let's interact.